trophies on the side. Thank you, sir.
All right, we are back here. We're going to be streaming here the finals of our Mandalore, Arizona. I want to let you guys know that our final game is sponsored by Curled Paw Creatives. Curled Paw is the leader in third-party acrylic tokens and templates. Whether you order their designs or commission your own, you will be sure that they will look and function great on the table. Go to curledpawcreatives.com to visit their shop today. I want to say thank you to everybody who's joined us all this weekend. It's been a ton of fun. Thank you to all the awesome people who became Twitch Prime subscribers. That's something really easy. If you have Amazon Prime that you can do, you connect your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and you get one free Twitch Prime subscription a month. You click the button on our page to become a Twitch Prime subscriber, and it throws a couple bucks and change our way. And it literally costs you nothing because it's part of your Amazon Prime subscription. So thank you for everybody who's done that. You guys get a cool gumboat emoji and the love and appreciation of myself and the other Gold Squadron podcast members. So a couple things about this game as we get into it. Both these gentlemen are part of the Minox Squadron. Dee and Steven literally are best friends. And before they started this game, they asked, "Do we even have to play?" was the answer. And to avoid, rules, things and stuff, they're gonna play it out. We don't know how serious they're gonna play, but I'm sure we're gonna have a fun, lighthearted match because both these gentlemen, they treat each other like brothers, and we're gonna have a ghost off. I think this is pretty interesting to see, two. What? Do you want it on? So we're getting dials set here. I'm sure we're going to have a great time in this match. All right, please take your screenshots now and make your memes there. That's your meme shot. We do have a 2-hour timer on this one. Has the timer begun? All right, so time is gone. Loop and Chewy. You know, if we have time and they have it, sure, why not? Some Minoc fans and friends and family in the crowd. So Steven comes fast and aggressive with the Ghost. I really don't. It's interesting, you know, when you play against a friend and they were considering whether or not to even play this game. You know, are you playing in good faith? Like, are you really trying your best? Are you just playing to play a game? How hard are you countering? I mean, I'm looking at these opening moves, and they look like real moves to me. I mean, it seems that way. So to kind of take apart these builds, D, his build here, he's got Chopper, which is a stress mechanic, plus Tactician. There was a couple times in his games, there was one game where we did have on stream where he won, where he was able to use Tactician plus Chopper's ability to double stress some things, or not double stressing, but like stress 2 different ships a turn, and it made a big deal, plus Fenn and Hot Cop. It's a really brutal combination, with especially versus gunboats who need who want to move fast with their 3 maneuvers. It was great against that. And here comes a coordinate boost from Fenn. D's Fenn Rao is has vector thrusters, so he's able to barrel roll when he feels like it. And he has R2 Astromech to clear stress. Kind of like the best of both worlds there on the Fenn. You have easier ability to remove stress, but at the same time you do have the vector thrusters to reposition that back arc. What is that? Oh. I'm going to go get that out of the camera frame. I'll be back. All right, fix that. My knock on top. All right, so we're waiting for dials here. So before we get into this, let's go ahead and do our predictions of the game. Give me a 1 if you think D-Yoon is going to end with the championship in his hands, or 2 if you think Steven Gonzalez is going to take his more thematic list, more Rebels characters, to victory. So 1 for D and 2 for Steven.
Attention hyperspace players. You have 20 minutes left in your round.
Thanks again for all that.
No problem. All right, so the Lothal is coming in fast. He's like, let's start trading some shots here. 3 final salvo. Well, they didn't. Because that would be collusion if they agreed to that and discussed it beforehand. Which I will tell you that they did ask for the collusion rules to be read before they start, or it was referenced before they start. They didn't ask for it, but it was referenced. I cannot do that. This is a premier level stream. I cannot scream out such obscenities. Alrighty, so we're looking at how the positioning is here. Steven's getting real aggressive with the Lothal. I think he's just looking to start getting in some shots. So it's easy to tell whose ship is whose because Steven has the black bases, or the dark blue bases, and D has the clear ones. D is wearing a number 42, which, if I'm not mistaken, is... Let's find out. Number 42, Yankees. I'll be honest, I don't follow the Yankees. I think that's... Is it Derek Jeter? No, Mariano Rivera. The pitcher is very good pitcher. I really doubt that they would go in circles for 2 hours and then do final salvo. All right, so we're waiting here on D's action. Remember, it is a 2-hour final. They can use every minute if they want to. Let's go back and take a look at our votes. We'll tally those up. So we had 10 votes for D. And 15 votes for Steven. So Steven the favorite coming into round 1. And I do agree that, you know, there is a lot of there's a lot of personal connection between these two gentlemen, and you know, it does factor into the game. I think what happens is that, you know, hopefully they just play a good game, and in the end, there's no hard feelings because they both got to the top. They even said, like, we're just gonna split the travel fee anyway. They're both making it. You know, one gets it quote unquote paid for, but they just split the other person's travel costs because they travel together already. So it works out for both of them. They basically are getting a Minot discount on their trip to Coruscant. All right, we're going to get these dice flying here pretty soon. So here's Chopper TLT into the Ghost. Takes the damage. He's debating on what modifiers to use. All right. So after attacking, he'll acquire target lock with fire control system. So here comes Steven. He's going to be not sure of the target. Oh, that looks like a primary. Using a maul to reroll. He is stressed, so that's going to shift that to a crit. I'm guessing, and then spends the focus. And that was at Chopper. I think. Nope. Yep, it was at Chopper. Okay. So he does have a focus. He's debating which tokens to use there. So it takes 4 on Chopper. He's got 2 shields left. Here's end of round TLT. Sensor Jammer changes it to a focus. He'll spend it for 2. So that's going to be another shield here on the Lothal. And 2 hits. Sensor Jammer changes the focus to a focus, the hit to a focus, and D's spending the focus for another one. So that's going to be taking another shield there. He did forget the maul removal. There it goes. All right. And now we're waiting for Yep, they are definitely best friends. They're playing nice and casual. They're having a good time. But they are thinking through their decisions. They were telling me that at home they don't even play together. It's the first time they've played in a while. Like they just do Loop and Chewy for funsies at home. So, first TLT shot, that'll hit on Chopper. Second shot, he'll use Maul to reroll 1. Ezra has a stress, so it's going to be 2 with the crit and removes the stress. So Chopper is shields down. All right, so we're looking at this next engagement here. And with these TLTs, these ghosts are going to be burning down pretty quickly. 0 agility. They are in it. This match might not last even a half hour. So one thing I do want to remind everybody that this round was sponsored by Curl Paw Creatives. And I want to thank them for sponsoring our final for this System Open as well as the Arizona System Open. The Texas System Open at San Antonio that we did. Lots of really cool swag that they make. They do custom work as well as some great designs of their own. Probably one of their cooler things that they have that's their own designs are their condition tokens. Lots of different condition tokens, and I really like also their dial covers. Which if you prefer the regular style of dial, but want it a little bit thinner than the dial covers that FFG makes, they make acrylic covers to replace the tops. And you can get them either blank, so you can use them on different ships, or customized. You can put your name on them, or ships, or whatever feels good. I will be announcing all raffle winners at the end here. Probably pick the winners when I'm in the airport. All right, so D1 banks. It's ghost on ghost chasing action. Evade, no, that's a focus. And this Fenn route looks like he's 3-banking over the ghost. It fits. And D will be going over rock next turn because of the mustachio rock. And now we're waiting for Steven's Fenn to move here. He does have actions on D's Fenn. All right, and here comes Fenn's dial. So 2-bank. So it looks like Fenn is going to be able to use his gun and be able to use his ability to lock out some tokens. The question is D's Fenn in range to do that to Chopper? I'm sorry, the Lothal. All right, we're waiting here to see what Fenn's action is going to be. Steven probably just throws on a focus here. Seems like a good shot, but he will probably get attacked by D. You usually, if you can, you want to eliminate that Fenn Rao threat as soon as possible. Decisions. All right, so there's focus. And we're checking range there, and it looks like I think he said they didn't have a shot. It was out. Nope, looks like it's in. And Sensor Jammer changed it to a blank. Oh, no, sorry, a focus, which is essentially a blank. And then Hotshot Copilot removes the focus from the ghost, or one of them. I'm not sure if there's another one hidden behind. No, there would just be one. He just has a focus action. And it is an unobstructed shot, range 2. And that's 1 hit. Spends the evade token, takes no damage. Tactician should trigger here, if they remember. It's after attacking. These gentlemen have been playing a lot of X-Wing. Wouldn't be surprised if it's missed. Oh, there it goes, Tactician. Now, Steven's Fenn Rao does have R2 Astromech, so does D Yuns, and they've gone with this tech choice to give an easier relief of stress. All right, so this is the first TLT volley. This looks like it's into Fenn, no damage. 2 hits there. This one probably hits. Yep, there's no focus there. So he's going to be taking 1 damage on his Fenn. This is Steven's Fenn. I got to make sure I take it off the right one. That's a shield, I believe. And the target lock has been established. And here's Steven, I believe. He's going at the Ghost. So this is Lothal at Chopper. This primary, that's 4 hits. So Chopper's taking 4 cards. It's at range 2. Can't do anything about that. Sitting at 6 hull. Shuffling that damage deck. Forgot to do that before the game. Now, as they're getting ready for that, they're going to get ready, deal those damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. We'll get to end around TLTs now. So D is TLTing the same target, attacking Fenn. 1 hit, 1 evade. And doesn't spend the target lock on that shot. And we'll take 1 damage. And around TLTs, coming from the Lothal into Chopper. Should have only 1 more stress from the second attack. It's too many stress. Okay, that's 1 hits, and that 1 hits. So Chopper's now sitting at 4. Oh, I missed the 1 from the ability. Sorry about that. Dials are down. So Steven's Fenn basically right now is its job is to hot cop things. He's like, I'm just going to take away focuses. It most likely will die before it loses all 3 of those stress tokens. Best move here most likely is just a 2 hard to the left and make sure that arc is relevant. D does have the initiative. That's why his end of combat attack on the Ghost happens first. It's also why his Fenn moves first. All right, Steven's locking in those dials. Not sure if D's Fenn has been decided yet. Think so. Steven's just going through his decision tree. Double check. And here we go. So the Ghost turning here, making sure those TLTs are relevant. D very well could do something like a 3 bank with Chopper, even though it goes through the rock. I mean, any move goes through the rock. The rock is right in the middle of the nubs. It would give him. I might get him into range 1 with how long that base is, and be able to avoid some end around TLTs or avoid the TLTs anyway. Nope, but he's opting to turn away I think we still have shots. Chopper's not going to be able to use his engine upgrade on his own. He could get a could get an action still from Chopper, not from Chopper, from Fenn though. So here we go. This is for the rock. Nothing. And Fenn is in range 1 to 2, so he can coordinate an action. He could choose to boost here to get out of the TLT range from the Lothal, but still have a shot at Fenn. I want to remind everybody that you can support the Gold Squadron podcast a couple of different ways, bringing you guys premier level X-Wing streams from all over the United States. 2 ways. One way that you can literally do it for free if you got Amazon Prime. Become a Twitch Prime subscriber by connecting your Amazon Prime account to Twitch. Click the subscribe button, and it basically just throws $2 and change. Bump the debris to the podcast, and it goes directly into improving the stream and getting us to different events so that we can stream it. You can also go to patreon.com/Gold Squadron to become part of the amazing group of people that support the channel and really make all this happen. They are the ones that really made all this possible, started this X-Wing dream of being able to have all these awesome events streamed that normally wouldn't be. So thank you for joining us, and I will be in a couple of other system opens. The next one I will be in is in Portland, so that'll be happening here in a couple weeks. Target lock, here it comes. 4 dice at Fenn. 3 hits and a crit. This is going to be a dead Fenn. Yep, takes hit, crit, and will be taken off the table. So Choppers, now here's a trade-off here. D only has 4 hull left on his chopper. He was able to take out Steven's Fenn. The Lothal is still very good. So, oh, wait a second. Wait a minute. Is Fenn still alive? Did they roll too few dice? They rolled too few dice. Fenn is alive. So we're gonna put that shit back on the table. We know it was just outside range 3. Judge Ian Hamp is fixing it now. Here's end around TLTs to probably still finish off Fenn. And it takes him off the board anyway. I'm going to go confirm health on both the ships, and I'll be right back. All right. We are back. Just was double checking, make sure all the damage is up to date. Just a little history behind this game, just in case you're just joining us. Steven Gonzalez and D. Yoon are both members of the Minox Squadron podcast. D is one of the hosts on the Minox Squadron podcast. Steven is one of the producers for the show, and they are best friends. So they're having a good time playing this game. It's not too serious. And actually, both have said that the plan is no matter who wins is to really split the prize. I know that only one person gets the quote-unquote paid trip, but they'll just split costs of the other person's travel and lodging, and basically split the prize that way, because they love it. They love each other, love this game, and they're just here to play for fun, and they're putting on a show, basically. Yep, the friendship is inspiring. I agree. These guys are not crates. They are Minox. Right. One of the other Minox Squadron members says, I'm rooting for the guy I have to drive home. Coruscant is happening in late May. We will most likely be bringing you some streamed content from there. Details still to come. R2 Astromech has been working extremely well for D, especially because he has vectored thrusters on his Fenn Rau. So he gives you more options to lose the stress, and he spends the points, goes down to chopper, and is able to get vector thrusters, so he's able to reposition at will. You know, I have to agree that Steven does give great hugs. I got a hug from him twice this weekend, and they were quite fantastic. All right, both of D's dials are down. Steven debating what he's got to do to make sure that he can minimize damage on his Lothal Rebel while killing Chopper. And while we're waiting here, I want to say a special thanks to Cascade Games for allowing us to go to all these system opens and stream and be the exclusive stream provider of the Glendale, Arizona System Open, the San Antonio, Texas System Open, and more System Opens to come.
X-Wing players, as a reminder, please let us know now if you're dropping.
So Worlds is in May. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I had sorry, you're right. Coruscant is in. I'm thinking about the San Francisco System Open. I have that date on my mind right now. Yeah, Coruscant is in October. Sorry about that. All right. 2 bank here. I think. I don't know how those arcs line up. But D may have gotten into that side arc. It's going to be interesting here. Yeah. So, quick question: Is this in arc?
Yes.
It is in arc.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them are in arc.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just confirming. Yes, I got an oh yeah. That's definitely an arc. I can't see because the ship. All right, so we're getting a 5 dice attack here onto D's chopper, but not until after D shoots with chopper into the Lothal. So for reference, for anybody new joining us, D's ship is the one with the clear base and the Minoc on top, and Steven's Lothal is the one with the darker base and that yellow and black pattern.
D's still
Yep. D just also ejected the Phantom out of the butt. Did a K-turn. Is stressed because he knows that Chopper is about to go kaboom. He's trying to decide his action. It's like, I'm going to get a shot no matter what. What do I do? No, he's going to target lock. Target lock, reroll those dice at range 1. Here comes Fenn. This is the reason why Steven didn't focus on his attack. He knows that he wasn't going to be able to use it anyway. But he can use Maul, and he can use Ezra Crew. Fenrau cannot stop him at all. All right, here's Fenn. Sensor Jammer, no damage. Here comes 5 dice from D's Chopper. 2 hits. One of those dice were cocked. Sensor Jammer, one of them. Can't be they're gonna re-roll the cock die first. So this is the cock die. It was a hit. And now we'll spend the target lock. And then spends the focus. That was coordinated for 3 hits and a crit, and the crit will stick. Here comes a crit. Steven doesn't want blinded. Major explosion. Okay. Here's 5 dice and does 1 damage. We're going to be mauling for 3. And then Ezra for 2 hits, 2 crits. He's going to be losing one of those stress. And Chopper goes kaboom. And off the table. He does have end-around TLTs. He can still shoot at Fenrau. And he's hoping that one of those can hit. If one of those hit, he'll lose with stress. Next turn, he could do a green maneuver and be stressless his next turn. So that was a big change of dice rolls. Here's end around TLTs. That's going to hit, so that's going to be losing that stress. That's a shield off. Maul, because he's still stressed before it comes off, and that's going to be 2 damage. 3 hole left on D's Fenrau. So with 9 hole left and still having the double tap, I think Steven's in a pretty aggressive position here. His green maneuver options are what? I'm not super familiar. What are the greens on a ghost? Don't have any green maneuvers?
Oh, green maneuvers.
Yeah.
I thought you meant green dice.
No, green.
One straight,
One straight,
two straight,
two straight. This is from Isaiah, the 11-year-old prodigy here.
and the two banks.
And two banks. Thank you, Isaiah.
I think that's it.
Sounds right. So two bank probably gets him in a good spot, especially because he gets to move before Fenn. Isaiah, one of the youngest Minox and youngest player here at the tournament, actually did really, really well. One dice roll away from making day 2. Blanks out on a 5-dice ghost attack. He was flying the ghost. He's going to be up and coming. He's a smart kid. He had some secret deck. He brought reinforced deflectors to battle against harpoons with his ghost, and it was working for him. He was like lowering damage and all this stuff. He explained the combo to me. It was pretty great.
I'm just seeing what they got. So he's at 9. So you strip the shields.
Yeah, it was right.
All right. Thank you. We got confirmation from Isaiah. Thank you, sir. All right, so we're flipping dials now. Here comes the Zeb shuttle. One bank to lose a stress and make sure he gets a shot. Focus. D does have initiative, so Zeb does get to shoot before the Lothal gets to shoot. Hard 2. No? Chopper's 4. Alrighty. So, the Sheathapede is going to be doing one bank. He has his arc on target. Probably took an evade. Can't see it behind the ghost there. All right, hit, crit, focus. Sensor jammer. Spends the focus for 2 hits and a crit. Oh. I think the table has fallen silent. That's a blinded pilot crit. The Lothal cannot shoot. The Lothal cannot shoot because he's out. He's out. Let's deal those damage. He can't attack. Blinded pilot. So we're waiting for Zeb here. One hit. It is range 3, so the ghost will get jammer. He has a focus. Spends it. Gets a die. Takes an additional damage. And that single blinded pilot probably flips the entire game. End of round TLTs. Do you get your end of round TLTs even if you don't get your regular attack? I'm just not 100% sure. Let me know, people who play the Ghost. Let's check the Ghost title. Right. Oh, looks like it's probably on the Phantom title. While you are docked, the Ghost can perform primary weapon attacks from its special arc, and at the end of the phase, it may perform. Oh yeah, they did miss the end of round TLT. Oh, there you go. They did not. There's Ezra, and that's going to be a shield off of. Looks like this is Zeb and Maul, and that's going to be another shield off Zeb. So Zeb is shields down. All right, and they've moved on to dials. So if you haven't listened to the Minox Squadron podcast, they are another podcast. They do great work. They release weekly episodes, very insightful. Go ahead, give them a look up. They do great work. Good friends of ours here at Gold Squadron. And I want to remind everybody that this is the final, and we are sponsored by Curled Paw Creatives. They make some of the best, not some, the best third-party acrylic stuff out there. Templates, tokens, whatever you need, they got it. So look forward to see that. Alrighty, here we go. One forward from Zeb. Focus is keeping that gun on target. Too hard. He's staying stressed because it allows him to keep his Ezra alive. And oh wait, no, the stress was removed because Maul hit, so that he gets an action now. Sorry about that. I love the delay on the chat. I've corrected myself, and the chat comes up afterwards. He's debating on an action. He's sitting with 5 hull left. He's got 5 health to chew through. 2 ships that get to shoot at or before the same time he does. So he chooses to boost. Fenrau is turning away. And that's going to be out of range. Thank you, Wedge Antilles 69. So we started, for anybody who's curious, we did start with 182 players here at the Glendale, Arizona Mandalore System Open. We've come down to D. Yoon and Steven Gonzalez, best friends out of California, squad mates. They don't even play at home anymore because they don't really enjoy playing each other. But we're at the final, System Open. Game is on. But this is mostly for fun. Just who gets to take home which trophy. They're going to be splitting the cost of travel anyway, so the prize doesn't really super matter to them. Yeah, this is the truth. So dials are set. Probably expecting Fenrau to do a K-turn here. And Zeb might be patient. Maybe just do a 1 straight and wait. All right, we're waiting. It's always cool to see when friends hit in a final. But here we go. Zeb's coming in. He's got, you know what? I have a gun. I get to shoot. He's focusing. He's going to have to use that focus because Sensor Jammer doesn't get to keep it for defense. Or doesn't really. You want to use it for your offense. Otherwise, you get maimed. Unless you roll natties. But D gets to D gets to shoot with Zeb first because he does have initiative. First time the ghost fell off the base there. Gets an evade. He's going to have range 3 shot there. Fenn is going to be out of range. The K-turn probably the better move to get Fenn into combat sooner. But maybe he was anticipating a different move there. Range 3 shot. The Ghost gets a die. And 3 focuses, spends a focus for 3. Has an evade, it's going to take 2. Sitting at 3 hull. Here's TLTs. Fenn coordinated the evade. There we go. He'll spend the evade for no damage. And 2 hits. He's debating the Maul reroll. There goes. 2 hits and a crit. So that's an auto hit. He's down to 1 hull. And now we have the end of round TLTs. Blanks out. He's debating the Maul reroll. He's going to go for it. He's going to get 1 because of Ezra. And that he gets evaded. Second shot. There's Ezra. It hits. That's going to kill Zeb and get rid of the stress. All right, so this game is going to come down to a 3, let's see, where are we at here? A 3-hole Fenn and a 3-hole Ghost. Zeb is still alive inside of Steven's Ghost. Fenn gets to shoot before. This, I think, would be absolutely hilarious if this comes down to Zeb versus Deb. We'll see what happens here. It's very close. It's very close. Most likely because Steven does have a have 3 left. The most damage, excluding crits, that Fenn can do a turn is 2. So if he can trade shots, even if he takes 2 damage, he gets 4 TLT shots. And looks like Fenn's just looking for a turn to do a K turn. So he's going away to give himself some space. And this is true. The Ghost does have an evade action, so I'm sure Steven's going to be leveraging that. And D is asking if he can just scoop. Looks like they're going to play it out, maybe. There's a barrel roll here. And we get our next round of dials. And as we wind down here, the final, I want to say thank you for everybody who watched this weekend. Thank you for everybody who supports the channel. You guys are amazing. Thank you to our patrons, the #1 group of people who have supported the Gold Squadron podcast while getting awesome swag and really make this whole thing possible. Steven's going to be getting that stress out, staying at range 3, making sure he gets as much defense as possible, expecting to see probably an evade. He could boost if he wants to get into just a more offensive position, but I think the just evade is probably the smart choice. And I also want to say thank you to everybody who became let me back this up. You can become a patron if you want to join the awesome group of people who support the channel by going to patreon.com/Gold Squadron. You see all the awesome swag we're about to ship out. Thank you to everybody who's become a Twitch Prime subscriber. If you have Amazon Prime, you can connect your Amazon account to Twitch, become a Prime subscriber of the Gold Squadron podcast, and it's just part of your not your monthly fee, your Amazon Prime fee that you pay already. So it's just free money that you're giving away. So it doesn't cost you anything. It looks like we got a range 3 engagement through a rock here. Debating the obstruction. It looks like that corner's getting lit up. He just decided not to scoop. I love you, Ryan. One hit. So he's going to scoop there. And that's the game. Steven Gonzalez, Mandalore, Glendale, Arizona champion. Steven Gonzalez, runner-up D-Yoon. Both are winners. Again, they were playing this game for fun. And I do. Congratulations to Steven Gonzalez. And I do want to remind everybody, when you become Twitch Prime subscribers, you do have to re-up every month. Or you don't have to. You can. And it does help. It doesn't stick around each month. But I'll be reminding you, we definitely do a stream at least once a month. And I'll be reminding everybody. Thank you so much. Let's go to our face cam. One more time, thank you to Curled Paw for sponsoring our final and our top 4. And we will see everybody back here in a couple weeks at another System Open. Thank you to Cascade Games for allowing us to be here. It's an amazing opportunity and experience. Thank you to Steve for hooking us up, getting us power, a table, tablecloths. These are the little things that sometimes when you don't think about them, but it matters. And it really helps all this come together, giving us early access to the venue, being able to set up. It's pretty amazing. Thank you to everybody who watched this weekend. This is tons of fun. I do this because the community enjoys it, and I enjoy it as well. And I think I can't go a broadcast without saying thank you to my wife for letting this be my hobby. You know, I love my wife very much, and I look forward to seeing her tonight when I get home. This is great. Let's.
So dope.
Do you guys want to come here for a second?
Right here with the caster.
Come on over. Let's get it. Just,
You might yell?
come on. I can turn up the mic so you don't have to put it on. It's fine.
Right on. Oh yeah, there's a little cam.
Here we go. We got a camera there.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right.
Oh, Dion, you're so good looking.
All right, right
Hey.
here. One right here.
He's a handsome.
Oh, Steve.
Wait, hold on.
Backwards.
Steve, right here.
Wait, who? There's 2 cameras. What are we doing? We could turn that a little bit more. See, I was telling people didn't believe me. I was like, no, seriously, like, these guys are like best friends. Like they're just playing because like people will freak out if they don't.
We actually had an issue of we could not collude and we could not besmirch
Right.
the honor of the game.
That's right. It's in the rules.
Actually, we always talked about if this ever happened, just Loop and Chewy.
True. We forgot that.
Yeah.
You know what?
We were gonna rebellion.
Do you have it with you?
No.
Oh.
Like
We grabbed the wrong box. We grabbed Rebellion.
Yeah.
No, we
were
don't
gonna try
have
Rebellion on
time.
stream, but
We don't have
we
time
didn't
for
wanna
that.
give
Because we didn't think we'd make second
the
day.
exceptional organizers any sort of issues, or FFG, organizers any problems.
It's awesome. I mean, you guys, one thing I really like that you guys did is together as a squadron, you guys brought like 3 different, or not even 3, like 4 different ghost
5.
bills. Was it 5?
5.
So you had Kanan, you had Chopper, and then Lothal, and then variations within that.
None of them were identical.
Right,
All
exactly.
All 5 top 20'd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty amazing. It shows the versatility of the VCX. It's number 1, right? Shows that TLTs are really good. I don't
Thank goodness you
Seriously.
Someone might have said that on a podcast.
I heard that once or twice on the podcast.
Yeah. So I want to thank you guys for first playing a game. That's awesome. Helps me out. So thank you. That's just like my greediness there. Thank you for doing that.
I was saying to Dio, man, there's gonna be people just like slamming.
Right.
Like, what's wrong with this stream? Like, this is terrible. Like, Dion's the greatest. Are you kidding me?
Just for more context, I think it's been over a year since we played.
Yeah, that's what I was telling them that. Like they don't play. They don't play at home.
No, we don't play.
They don't play at home. But gentlemen, I want to say congratulations. I told them you guys are planning on splitting the prize anyway, so it didn't really matter. You guys are just.
Well,
playing,
I mean,
playing.
it's his free hotel room that I'll be sleeping in.
Exactly. So it works out. So we'll see you guys at Coruscant, of course.
Yeah,
Right? That's in
yeah.
October.
Oh.
All right, we got a long way to go. A few more systems open. I want to say thank you to these gentlemen. D, thank you for all you do in the community, man. With the podcast.
I gotta do better. My attitude's so bad lately. I gotta be more uplifting. Uplifting, D.
No, you're good today, though.
You
Was I?
You were good.
Okay.
You were good. You were fine. Steven, you're awesome, dude, man. Thank you for just being a cool guy.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
somebody did say in chat that you give the best hugs, and I have to agree. They are pretty darn good.
Real quick, just props to Steven here. He's just quietly been just a phenomenal player. It's just, sometimes results don't match play.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I'm glad dude, you're a System Open champion.
Look at that. Look at that crystal. Show off that crystal, man. Boom.
It's surreal. It doesn't even, I don't understand.
This is awesome. Well, we're going to be signing off. I got to tear it down and run to the airport. So
Just a shout out to Ian Hamp and Cascade and I'm sorry. Oh, I screwed up already. Yeah, that Ian is the worst organizer, and Dio, thank you.
wait, is your first name really pronounced Ian? Oh, okay. He's trolling us.
What are you setting the record straight? Come on. Oh, he told us there was a rapper out there, same name.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
That guy's Ian.
Do you have any other shout-outs you want to give?
No, just thanks to my brother for making me a better player.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
All right.
So happy for
Me too.
X-Wing.
We won. We did it. We did the thing.
They don't have Loop and Chewy, guys. I'm sorry. They're asking for it. We don't have it. We don't have
that
it.
Ian Hamp would not permit us to.
It's probably best for me to crush
Yep.
me the last time we played.
Yep. And Ian, can I have you for a second too? Yeah, sure. Thanks, man.
Oh, okay.
Get you all official.
Sure. Oh, sitting's good.
There we go. Yeah, Ian. So we had over the last couple days, tons of X-Wing played. How did the event run for you?
This is this has been the 4th System Open that I've been the marshal for, and I really don't think lunch yesterday, optimally maybe a little bit longer. That's like the biggest complaint that I've heard this weekend.
Yeah.
And if that's the biggest complaint, we're doing okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no drama, nobody yelling, no fights.
Right. Yep.
This is great. I love this community,
Yeah.
and you guys in Arizona here, you guys know how to get it done.
Yeah. It's a good group, and it's growing pretty rapidly. We've seen our last regional was 96. Before that, it was 75. So that's a big leap, and that's kind of that. And then we had about 112 players for another local big event. So last fall. So that's when I was talking to Cascade, and we were talking about different places for another System Open.
Yeah.
Potentially, where he was thinking about going. Do you think that this community could sustain it? And
Oh yeah.
especially with, Southern California had such a huge presence here. So yeah, and this was roughly, so we had 161 yesterday for the main System Open. We had just shy or right around 100 for hyperspace qualifiers once all of the top 16 went in.
Yeah.
And then another 48 last night for the system for the hangar bay, the elite hangar bay.
Yeah.
And I think one fired today too. So yeah, really outstanding turnout. I'm sure Cascade Games is happy.
Oh, I'm sure. And this is on the fact that Minnesota is having their regional, which a bunch of people went to.
Yep.
Crate Cup's going
Yep.
on, and you guys still had, so far, the biggest System Open we had this season.
Right.
Right? So I'm looking forward to coming back. We're going to speak it into existence. We're coming back next year, Glendale, Arizona, another System Open, and looking forward to a good show. Thanks for
love to do
everything
it.
you do, man. You work
Thanks.
so hard.
Safe travels.
Thank you. Yeah, I got it. All righty. All right. So I want to say thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you to my sponsors. Thank you for my patrons. Thank you to my wife. Thank you for viewers, because we wouldn't do this if people wouldn't watch. So my name's Dio Morales. You've watched the Gold Squadron podcast stream of the Mandalore Open here in Glendale, Arizona. Gold Squadron, out. And nobody cheated on stream.